glad you guys are here. I'm excited about this episode. So I keep forgetting when I go live that I have new people following me. So I just wanted to take a quick second, welcome you to my channel. My name is Jan. You're on Antiques from Karen, and Karen was my mother. I inherited my mother's estate. She was a bona fide hoarder, but with a fantastic eye for all things vintage and antiques. So we are going to continue to dig and research and all this other stuff. And it looks like I'm having problems with my Smurf.
Am I not
My
back?
Smurf is spinny.
Oh man.
Got it?
There she
Am I?
is.
Here I am. Sorry.
So yeah, I guess you could say I'm kind of a treasure hunter. Didn't start out like that. So if you want to know the whole story, you can go to my binge link and go back to the beginning, and man, you're in for a ride. But if you're here now, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, guys.
Is my Julie Smurf, and I love her.
No.
She is my joy.
So
She
much
is the
fun.
best. And down here below, we have a special guest today. This is KATEYREADS, and I'm going to let Katie do a little introduction of herself.
Oh boy.
Don't be nervous. We're so
Hey,
so unprofessional here, so don't worry about it.
that's cool. That's good. It makes it a little bit more casual and less intimidating. So,
That was the word I was
excuse
looking
me,
for.
here, everybody. I have been going through piles and piles of books already this morning, and this afternoon. So, hi, my name's Katie. I have KATEYREADS on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, eBay, all the things. I sell on eBay, Amazon, and Etsy. I dabble a little bit in Mercari. I sell pretty much anything, but books are like my first love. They're my niche. They're what I got into back in 2019 when I started. And I'm starting to slowly learn ephemera and vintage and antiquarian. Eventually want to get certified so that way I can like appropriately, appraise books in the future. So
Cool.
that is a little bit about me. And on my channel, I pretty much talk about eBay and selling books on eBay. Because back when I started in 2019, I couldn't find any content about that. Everything was Amazon FBA. So I decided if I ever started a YouTube channel, I would talk about what I was looking for 2 years ago. So
Yay!
that's what I did.
It's all
And there
about
we
doing
have
what
it.
you love on YouTube, that's for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
There are a lot of people that are, I noticed that they're very focused on what kind of content YouTube likes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, yeah.
I get it too if that's like what you want to be, like if that's what you
Right.
want your career
True.
to be. If you
True.
want to be a YouTuber, I get it. But at the same time, like you have to understand that you could potentially end up miserable because you're not doing something that you genuinely like and love. You're literally
Yep.
just creating another job for yourself to make money. So
Yep.
like you have to be open to the fact that you're eventually going to probably get burnt out if you're doing a bunch of stuff you don't like doing just
Couldn't agree
because
more.
algorithm and numbers and all the things. So
Yeah. Well, this is fun. Katie, how long have you been checking in on me?
So I feel like I had seen you in chats and things like that before because we kept calling you Karen.
Yep.
And you're like, no, my name's Janet. So you added Janet at some point to your name. And I remember that.
So you were hanging out where I originally started on
Mhm.
YouTube, and I had found Philly Flipper
Yep.
and Cajun Roots Reseller, his
Mhm.
morning shows where all the resellers are like, okay, here we go, what's going on, post your link, and all that other
Mhm.
stuff. And that's where I had originally seen you. And then it just kind of grew from, I kind of separated from the reseller because I needed to focus on digging through here, and I wasn't there yet. I wasn't ready to list. I didn't know how to do a live sale, nor did I think I would ever do a live sale.
Mhm.
So
And here
it
you
was,
are.
yeah, and here I am.
I think what finally got me to your channel, I didn't think I realized you like had a channel until Dom's video collab that you did, and Noelle shouted you out a lot. And I'm friends with Noelle, and so I knew kind of some connection there. And
Nice.
so yeah, that's what kind of got it all.
Well, I'm so glad that you reached out and offered up to hang out with us. Let me check and see who's here.
Oh yeah, Dawn, I was on Dom's channel. That Dom's channel actually was my first ever YouTube experience. I didn't even really have a Katie Reads channel yet when I was on Dom's channel, so that was a lot of fun.
Cool. I see lots and lots
ever.
of familiar faces. Well, Julie Smurf is my is the other part of Team Jan. And she helps me because I don't know if you've ever seen one of my working lives on Sundays before.
Yes.
But pretty soon I'm going to turn the camera around and be hands-free. And Julie keeps an eye on the chat for me and makes it so that my followers and the people that join the stream can interact with us.
Cool.
So
Perfect.
That's what we're going to do.
Perfect.
Let's see, we got Harry Humstone, Miss Nancy, Tony, Isabel, Wendy, Carl, Becky, Julie, PC, Amy. Oh, I just looked at your name today. Is it Mia? I think it's Mia.
Yeah, a lot of new names for me. So that's also like I like popping on different channels and meeting new people for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Linda Punky. All right, Julie Smurf.
Yes.
You got chat duty, man.
Woohoo. Here we go.
All right, I'll let you check in on everybody there while I find my Borg bra.
Oreo's just saying.
Oh, hi, for the love. Be a good boy, Oreo.
Oreo is the not Jan's cat, Katie. And
I know. I thought I remember one live where she kept talking about it, and then finally someone called it her cat. And she's like, "It's not my cat."
Exactly. Oh. Doug saying, "Hey, Janet's cat, also known as Oreo. Can you tell Dean and your mom that Amazon is delivering a special present to her house for her on Wednesday, Jan?" She might not have her headphones in. Uh-oh. Very cool. Very exciting. How are you making out, Jan?
I'm good. I'm locked and loaded.
I just want to let you know that there's a delivery coming to your house Wednesday. Doug
to my house? To Oreo's house?
That's what it says. Tell Oreo, tell Dean and your mom that Amazon is delivering a special present to the house for her on Wednesday.
Oh, shit. He's sending catnip.
Oh.
It's on, Doug. If it's catnip, it's on.
Oh, dear.
All right, let me turn this around. No, not layout.
Yes, Julie. Katie's channel is Katie. It's Katey Reads. So that would be great if you could drop that in the channel. There it is, right there.
Yep,
Katie
and
Reads.
it's also in the description. All right, check out my floor, man.
Nice rug.
Look at
all that space.
So we changed some traffic pattern here. So we opened up this area. So this is where all the Christmas crap shelf was. It was easy because it was on wheels. So it got wheeled over here because we don't need to get into that china cabinet back there anytime soon. But we have lots of floor. I vacuumed for you guys.
I can
Put
tell.
lines in the carpet. Look at, see that? That's a line from a vacuum cleaner.
How professional.
Isn't that amazing? But the purpose was because I remembered that there was another bookshelf full of books
Oh.
over here. But this isn't the type of stuff that I want Katie's help with today. Let me get this ring light set up.
Yeah.
Dawn's noticing, yeah, more floor than last week.
Way more floor. Way
And
more floor.
you just got a sub, Katie, from
Yay,
California.
thank you guys.
Julie, Day Trip Vintage Co. She has a channel also.
Yeah. Day Trip Julie is very
Aw,
crafty.
thank you.
Now, Katie, we have a mixture of people that follow me and come in here. Some are way okay with cutting books up and doing ephemera like projects and things like that.
Snippety snips.
Oh yeah, I do that too when appropriate.
And then
Mostly
we have
just
some
because I
that
don't
think
want it
it's a
ending up in a
cardinal
landfill.
sin.
No, I mean, I can get that. I can get how some people aren't into that. But I think I've upcycled quite a few books. I've made book journals and, stuff like that. And books that are really, really worn, I have sold like stacks of pages on Etsy to crafters as like ephemera. So I get it. I think it just depends on, if you're doing it to a brand new book that can make you money, I don't know why you would do that, but
Yeah. Oh, PC's here from
Hi,
Poland.
PC.
I do try to keep them out of landfills as much as possible. So sometimes that means doing stuff like upcycling it.
Well, you just keep gabbing while I'm moving here.
Like I just did one. Here's the first one I ever did. My first book journal that I ever did. I did it with golden books. That's why I bought those golden books from you, Jan.
Oh, yeah? Show me.
Yeah. So like I bought this machine and you cut right here and you put the little wire in and then you add blank pages and then I still have the actual book in the back of it. But yeah, I think it's really fun. And I've given 2 away as like gifts, as birthday gifts, and I think it's fun. I think it's fun, something to kind of do with these types of books.
So Jody
Very cool.
Renshaw's been doing that too. And people have even been sending her specific books to turn into a journal.
Oh, nice.
All right. So here's my first very, very overwhelming thing that I came across. So I don't even, I'm just going to let you help me figure out what to do with this. So this is a book set. There is volume 1 through 4.
Okay.
It says Brewer on the front. Poetry, romance, character sketches. And I can't even figure, like, this is like wallpaper.
That kind of reminds me of Easton Press. Open it up a little bit more. Because Easton Press is known for having like really nice front pages like that.
Hey, Katie, Brett's asking, did you get an office version of the spiral bind machine or a personal version?
I don't know the difference, so that's actually a great question. Maybe you can educate me on the difference. The one that I bought is like, it's kind of small. It's not a long one, so I have to like kind of do half the book and then half the book. Okay, character sketches of romance, fiction, and drama. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's how you know you have all the volumes, because the spine on 2 of them is so messed up.
Correct. So this whole book, I feel like is, so it's copyright 1892.
Okay.
And the whole book is like photogravure plates. Really thick. It's got the gold on the edges.
They're green, right?
Huh?
They're like the outside cover is green, not brown.
It's like an olive.
Okay.
Well, it could be brown. It
Green
could
and
it could it
goldish.
could be brown, yeah.
Let me see the spine again really quick. One of them that has a spine. Okay, that helps. All right. So I did find the set.
Okay. Now, where you go to Google first, right?
I'm on Worth Point right now. Just because I've been doing so much with antiquarian, I just took the dive and got the subscription because it's paid for itself 3 times over already this month.
Nice.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's the only reason. So, I mean, just one book, just one volume has sold for $40. I mean, that was back in 2013, but you have to remember, like, over time, the value should increase. So, anyways, I found it on WorthPoint. So now I know how to kind of search it on eBay. Have you found anything on eBay or no?
I haven't even started. So
Okay.
these were books that when I picked them up and when I first started this estate, everything was everywhere. I mean, you could have a bag full of socks and then an 1892 first edition book and then Fenton glassware.
Man.
It just everything was just all mixed up. So when I picked up
organization.
stuff like this, I put it on a shelf.
Mhm.
Everything that I did in the beginning was if I could find floor space for a shelf, I shifted the piles, put up the shelf, and then picked up stuff off the floor and put them on the shelves, to start getting a walking
Wow.
distance. So everything was just everywhere. So these I have never gone back to. I haven't started researching or anything like that.
That's
Yeah, I would
beautiful.
say the only downer based on what I'm seeing on WorthPoint and eBay is just 2 of them are completely missing the spine.
Yeah.
So that's going to ding them down a little bit, but having the full 4-volume set is good.
So just the fact that this is like 1892. When I've learned like from watching Noelle and everything else that sometimes when you can only find, one comp or whatever, that they might not know what they were doing. And that's the
100%.
part that scares me, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So there are some listed on eBay. There's 2 there's 2 for sure that are identical to what you have. One of the listings only has 2 and they're trying to get 70 plus shipping. And then the other listing only has 1 of the volumes and they're trying to get $20 plus shipping. As far as sold, there's no sold for the year that you have because apparently this character sketches did multiple years. So like the 1902 one is an 8-volume set. So
Oh, I see.
So your set is full, like you have a complete set. It's considered a full set.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's no sold listings, and you have 2 listings out there that aren't full.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even with the damaged spine, you might have to bring it down a little bit for that. But I mean, I would try, especially based on WorthPoint. Where they had it at with that one sold one that was like back in 2013. Yeah.
Now tell me about books that have photogravure. Is it any photogravure that is valuable or
Kind of
do you know?
depends.
Yeah.
Nancy Jan was saying to check for initials that in some of the illustrations on the front cover. And she says here that she learned from the Delaware Art Museum Library that they have a big collection. You can get a list of the initials of cover artists from them to look for.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
see, this is the type of so Katie, like this isn't something that I would keep, right? And then once I can comfortably assess a value, like this one actually somebody actually has bookmarked. I didn't
Oh,
even notice
wow.
that before.
Yeah, you got little pieces of like
I've
paper or
never
something.
I've never gone that far into them, so I guess I'll do that. That was the other thing that surprised me. I was watching some of your videos yesterday after you and I talked, and you were like excited when you were finding bookmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, this is what I found this morning, actually. I found this little, I think it's a swan, and on the back it's got like, I don't know if this is Chinese or Japanese, or I don't know. I'll probably use Google Lens to translate it and see what it says. But this type of stuff, like I could probably laminate this or just sell it as is on Etsy for like $5-6. Like it's
Nice.
just crazy. But some of the
I like
bookmarks,
crazy.
some of the bookmarks I laminate and turn into, or the library checkout card things.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
laminate and I, kind of round the edges and I turn them into bookmarks, and I sell them in my Etsy store. I sell mostly, well, I only have the vintage ones up for sale. I have some that are more like modern, I guess, that came from more modern books. Some of them are like 2009, 2016. Those ones I actually am working on a partnership with a couple local bookstores, and they're going to sell it in their retail store and split commission with me on that. But
Very
Nice.
good.
um,
Jan,
Hey,
you just gotta-
traveling picker. Thanks so much
hey,
for
Pat
coming.
D's. Oh,
See, your friends are coming along to support you.
yay! Awesome.
That's awesome.
Katie,
Yeah,
Brett
subject
has a
matter is really important. So,
subject
as far as
matter.
those books, like, I mean, I don't know, Jan. Like, if I were you, I would list it at 150 and have best offers on and see what happens.
Yeah,
That's
see
what I would do.
and that's kind of what I was going into. I have some very serious book lovers on my
Mhm.
channel, and once I understand the value of something, I would rather offer it to the people that support my channel
Gotcha.
first,
Gotcha.
and
Absolutely.
like do a, hey, I'm going to do an antiquarian book sale, actually take the time to, do a very specific preview
Mhm.
beforehand,
Mhm.
because they want a piece of the story, and at the same
Absolutely.
time, stuff like this, I know that there's people out there that would just die to have this,
Mhm.
and not
Mhm.
just go purchase it and put it in their cart on eBay, but
Even
actually
restoring
like
it. A lot of people buy books because they want to restore them. So the
I
ones
would love to and that's another thing I'm going to get into later on down the road in the live today, but I've got a lot of questions about book restoration.
Hey, there's a couple of questions, Jan.
Okay.
Brett's asking Katie, is the subject matter desirable?
So
Books?
as a general statement, yes, subject matter is really important. It can even define, even if there's no sold listings and you have some really unique book about, I mean, I hate to say it, but like Hitler or something like that. That's just
Which I have
really,
found some of those here.
yeah. You could get a decent money. I mean, I've seen some people throw out their like $70 bills and they've been able to sell it as a best offer of 60, and there's no sold listings for that book.
Yeah.
So it just kind of it's crazy. Sometimes sold listings with anything, not just books, can sometimes be deceiving because you always have like that variable of the seller not knowing what they were doing.
Right.
You have the variable of it was really important to that certain buyer.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Brett's also asking Katie, do you sell vintage cards, and what about any catalog cards, non-laminated, in your store?
So vintage cards, like greeting cards, no, I don't. I just started dabbling in Ephemera, so I don't like. I get some, but in the past I had always like given it away or pitched it, and I really want to kick myself for that because I got so much that I found in books and just let it sit and never did anything with it. But now, yes, I'm starting to pay attention to my ephemera and hang on to it. I don't sell any that aren't laminated, but I would be willing to do like a custom order for someone. I have had some people reach out to me on Etsy and ask for non-laminated stuff because they want to use it for junk journals and book journals and things like that. So yeah, I have done custom orders for stuff like that. They just message me and we figure something out, and then I make a custom listing just for them, and then they buy it.
Brett's actually, what she said was, no, the library cards that you just showed. That's what she meant.
Yeah, so the checkout cards. Yeah, like they're like, I don't know if they're considered library cards or checkout cards, whatever. I use both. So like this one is George Orwell, Animal Farm. My sister's already claimed this one. But yeah, these I don't sell like unlaminated unless someone, like I said, sends me a custom request and I happen to have some, because I do try to work on my inventory in bulk. So so I just have them ready to go when orders come in, because I get about 5 orders a day for the bookmarks. So
that's awesome.
And Brett's also asking for the particular set, the 4 volumes.
Yeah.
Is that the subject matter desirable? She meant. Sorry, was wondering about that. What the subject matter is for those 4 books.
I'm trying to figure out what the subject matter of those books are. Like someone mentioned something about like Christian Bible things, and it says character sketches by Reverend E. Cobham Brewer in Worth Point. So like it may be like religious related. I don't know. They seem to be, like, based on some of the illustrations on eBay.
Someone's suggesting a place called Antiques Books, Etc. Go there, you will see the prices and copies. I'm not sure if that's a website or what that is. I guess it's a website. Have you heard of it?
I haven't. No, I'm in a couple antique book Facebook groups, and I use Worth Point and Olibre and a couple others that were suggested by me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jan.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Do you want to? I'll stop taking questions.
No. That's exactly what I want you to do, Julie.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the next thing, Bibles. Bibles is like really, they're really intimidating.
Mm-hmm. They can be.
What do you, how do you even come across them?
So the first thing I look at with Bibles is the year, and then I try and figure out if it's a family Bible or not. Family Bibles typically have, like, at the beginning of it or in the middle of it, somewhere where you can put pictures in, document marriages, deaths, baptisms, things like that. Family Bibles are, in my experience, a little bit valued a little bit more. And then I look and see how much writing is in that Bible, because that does kind of matter as far as value, how much writing is inside. Mm-hmm. And then, I just kind of go from there. I try and do research based on publisher, because obviously if you just type in Holy Bible, you're going to get a million things.
Right.
So I search by publisher and year typically when I'm looking up Bibles, and then try and figure out something that makes it, unique and different than just searching Holy Bible.
Yeah. This one, I feel like I haven't gone down this road yet. So I forgive me if I ask dumb questions.
That's okay.
Because I haven't even.
Oh, that's pretty.
And this is my mom's handwriting. Large print Bible, $20. I don't know how long she's had this. But my mom wasn't always right about the values of stuff. She just had a feeling, and that's one of the reasons why she never parted with things, because she could never get that feeling to settle in her stomach.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I can say just by looking at it, though, it's in really good condition, it looks like.
Yeah, but I got to figure out what a pulpit Bible is versus a regular Bible.
Mm-hmm. Yep, those are different too.
But I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning a lot just from what people are saying. Like this one has a Reverend owned this, but it's an 18. Let's see, where did that date go? I always want to be so... Okay, so this one's 1893. Stuff like this. And you think just Google Lens and...
This one I want to look up in WordPoint because just based on the front cover of that, like that's, I don't know, my gut immediately looking at the front cover of that's something I would want to look up. What is it called again?
The story of our Christianity. Its persecutions, wars, and victories.
When you're searching for Bibles, Katie, Nancy from This Overstuffed House is asking, do you search by version, Catholic versus King James?
Yeah, for sure. I like to start with publisher because sometimes, depending on the year, sorry, I got distracted really quick. So I did find it. There was a sale for $40 in 2017. So that's a good one. I would hang on to that, do a little bit more research.
Yeah, it's a great cover, Tony.
That might be $100 bill or more. How much? Is there a lot of foxing or any You got a little bit of discoloration.
Okay, you gotta teach me what's foxing.
Foxing is when, like, you know, the tanning or like little brownish, like the pages can turn brownish or have little tanning or speckles around it. That I don't see any in the very front, but let me see. Can you flip through some of the pages? Oh yeah, you don't have too much.
Now it does look like there's some water damage along the bottom.
So you want to indicate that knocks
Yeah.
the value down just a little, but not a lot. Yeah, it doesn't look like you have a whole lot of foxing, so that's good. But yeah, the water damage, you can see that there.
The Virgin Martyr. Oh my goodness.
God.
That's dark, man. That's dark. All right, and then I've got, you know, and again, I haven't looked these up.
That might be a good $100 bill or more.
This one?
No, that one. Sorry, the previous book. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at eBay. I wasn't looking at StreamYard. Sorry.
This one says from the estate of.
Now see that's foxing. Like that's considered, you know, box paging. Yeah, and then it can also be
this whole book is El Greco's paintings. So this is an art book, right?
Yeah.
And these scare the crap out of me. This one is 1938. Now, again, I if it's as simple as looking up, you know, for a comp of the exact same book, I get that. But some of these, I'm just, if they're the photogravure and the ones that, you know, because these are like, they're like attached. You know, this one is on the page. These could all be framed and things like that. And, you know, I don't want to totally destroy a book.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, you know, this is my inheritance. You know, and I will have respect for these things, but I still want to get the most money that I can.
Yeah. So I'll be transparent. Art specific books, I don't get them a lot, so I don't sell them a lot.
Okay.
I noticed that when doing research on this one on WorthPoint and eBay, some listed have a dust jacket. So it doesn't look like yours has a dust jacket. So
now I saw in one of your videos that I watched yesterday that you said the dust jacket is 95% of the value.
With vintage and antique books, like I know some people are going to disagree with me. They're going to say the art is more important, and that could be. In art books, it could be that the art and the illustration is more important. But in my experience, the dust jacket really, really defines what value you can get for the book, because without the dust jacket, the book's kind of seen as like incomplete, I guess. So
Totally.
that's why I, and so far successfully, have gotten a lot more for books when there's a dust jacket involved. These are cool. These are fun to sell. I've sold a few of those. Like
Yeah,
just
I mean,
random
this
little
type of this is like,
booklets.
I haven't seen this stuff for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
So it
I've
would be
even
just
sold
a
some, like,
matter of
old
me
local
sitting
ones.
down and doing it. But I don't even know what that is. Oxidant? What?
Oh, that's weird. I've never seen that before. But like, some people like buying these because you see all these little old advertisements.
Yeah. And a lot of my people like it for that.
Mm-hmm.
They wanna
You
snip,
will have to
snip.
keep in mind you'd have to send it technically first class though, because there's advertisements, just like comic books.
Yeah. Yep. I have found, with most of my live sales, Katie, people buy multiple things.
Oh,
So it
you
ends
just
up
do.
being a much larger box than you would for like an eBay sale. So UPS ground has actually, if you're within the United States. Yeah, I don't know what
I'm
this
gonna look
stuff
up
is.
Oxidant magazines and see if there's like. Oh, it was a monthly magazine. It was an Art Deco illustration monthly magazine, apparently.
Cool.
Neat. Well, got some of those.
Yeah, so you have some good art stuff there. Some of those are selling for like $25 to $40.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
That's what I want to. It looks like this is an old yearbook.
Look at the spider webs on that wax.
That is
covering
cool.
there.
That like
I
it's
love
almost like, is it like embossed? It looks like it's like embossed.
It's a little.
It looks like a piece of wallpaper.
Wow, that's cool. But like that textile page stuff, that's cool. I have yet to dabble in yearbooks. I know Don talks about it all the time, and I'm a big estate sale person, and I see them all the time. But I just
1925.
when they're local yearbooks, it's just weird for me to think that someone would want to buy that.
They do.
Yeah, but they do. Yeah, I know.
They do.
Oh,
see, that's
wow.
it. So you spend a lot of time in the reseller community. When I started moving into the vintage seller community, everything changed on what people appreciate and stuff like that, because
it really does.
If someone has a channel and they have a local outlet like doing live sales, it's a totally different world from eBay, because they can see me touching the book. They can hear the book. They can, you know what I mean? You can't do this unless you put a video in every single eBay listing that you do, and I'll be 80 before all this crap is sold off, This stuff I think is all...
Evan.
What?
He's like, well, the Art Deco styling is obvious. Well, excuse me.
Oh no, most of my people are very sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
So it's all tongue in cheek. Take everything tongue in cheek.
Oh, is that little yarn or thread? That's cool.
Yeah, I found these before. These are, I gotta look these up. These are, they're all in German, and they're like sample cards.
And you have them all. They're all still there and intact. That's
oh
yeah.
Tiger's actually in the chat, Jan.
Is she?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I will catch up with her another time. This is like an ephemera pile here.
Oh, Pat Doodles is saying hello.
Hi, Pat. Workman's Comp Law in 1914.
Cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is just pamphlets and stuff that I had gone through before.
And those can get intimidating because it's like...
They're so intimidating. Oh, my God.
And then it's like, do I list them one at a time? What's the best way to get the most value from them? That's the tough part for sure. And that's the time consuming part, but you learn so much when you take the time to research and figure it out.
And that's part of what I committed to in this process is to learning stuff. This is definitely...
Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah, this is a scary ephemera
card.
pile that I immediately shuffled together and put it way up high on a shelf.
That's nice.
I feel like
people love buying those on auctions.
Oh yeah, this is bumpy.
What's it say on it?
Oh,
Catalog.
Cincinnati.
Laboratory apparatus and special machinery catalog.
Cool. Oh, look at steampunky stuff.
Love
Yeah,
it.
steampunk. That's cool. That's a good keyword to use too when you're listing.
Yeah, I'm a steampunk girl myself.
Nice.
I like that stuff. All right, so that's an ephemera pile. It's like it's
Ooh, I
shedding.
feel like I have to like sit back. I feel like I'm close or something.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I lean up close and I show my nose hairs and everything. All right, so, and like you said, I think
You
it's
have a
just
letter in
taking.
there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
It's not an envelope.
This is a 6th generation home.
Hey,
And-
Fatbird Finds just is here. Must be
Hello!
saying she subbed to Katie's channel. Hi, Laura. I'm
Um,
assuming.
The 6th generation family, and they originated from Germany. So there's a lot of like Germany stuff in this house too.
Cool.
nice.
Piloting,
Very nice.
seamanship, small boat handling.
Travis Griffin is saying hello.
Hi, Travis.
And Laura says her daughter is an avid reader and book lover.
So
Aw,
this is
good.
just like one at a time research that has to happen here.
Aw.
Ephemera.
See, like, even just look at the cover. That's splattered.
Okay, so like
Yes.
immediately, because where I started before I started my YouTube channel was binge watching everything Dr. Lori.
Oh,
So I opened this up and I'm like, oh my God, there's marbled end papers. It's worth $3,000.
marbled end pages. Yeah.
And then I get scared.
Oh, that's it. I love all that.
The hinges are pretty loose though, huh?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
completely separated. And this
And
feels
that's
like
okay. I mean, it brings it down a little, but that's still okay because a lot of people like restoring stuff.
Yeah.
so. I don't know what that says.
Is this a different language? Is this German?
Yep.
Mm.
Tiger,
That's
what's
when I
it
have to-
say?
That's when I have to break out Google Lens. I have to break out my phone, take a picture of it with Google Lens, and then click translate.
It's all totally in German.
Yeah. I've done that. I had a
Tiger, what are we
1905.
looking at? There's even look at the
oh my gosh.
Aw, the little
Those are little
nose.
Smurfs.
Oh, Claire is saying it says Filigenblätter.
I cannot read German. No, I can't read German. I can't speak German, and there is a whole lot of German. So you're saying Google Lens, Katie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Claire says it means flying leaves.
Flying
That's what-
leaves.
That's what that meant.
I don't know what this is. What
When
is
you
he
go to
eating?
Google and you click the little.
He's eating somebody's leg.
Oh my God.
What the hell is this book?
What is?
If
What do
you
you
click
got
the
there,
little
Katie?
camera in the
Mhm.
Google search bar,
Yeah.
you can take a picture of whatever it is, and then, like, I'll take a picture of something really quick.
Holy crap. This is like super intimidating to me.
And then once you take the picture over all the way to the left, there's a little button that you click translate, and it'll translate it for you.
Oh, Tiger's coming east. Oh,
Yay.
we're going to make a whole closet just for Tiger.
Yay!
I don't
Children's
even know. Let's
You are
see.
so funny, Jan.
Torches Past, the Associated Press. How about newspaper clippings?
Pay attention. I've had a couple newspaper clippings inside of a book where the article was talking about the book. If it's just general newspaper clippings, then you could probably keep that with ephemera stuff. But if it's specifically talking about like the author or the book in that article, I sometimes sell them together.
Cool.
That makes sense. Well, the newspaper is from 1964. And we've
Oh,
got
whoa.
something torn out of a magazine here. Isn't that JFK?
Yeah. Oh, look at how pretty Jackie is.
I love her hair.
She is so pretty.
I have a whole bunch of Look magazines that are all about the Kennedys too.
Mhm.
All right, so I don't.
Is there any, I didn't see the front cover of this book. Is there any relevance to why it would be in there? Oh, the death of a president. There you go.
The Associated Press. Huh.
The torch is passed. Yeah, so it's a Kennedy book. I'm in Rochester, New York. Okay, so that shouldn't be difficult to comp.
Mm-mm.
Library World Atlas,
I sold a few of those.
1954. Okay, that's not crazy. I probably just got scared and put it away.
Yeah, biggest thing is just making sure all the maps are in there and everything looks intact. Just in my experience, I've only sold a couple, but most of mine were from the 70s. But
Okay, scary. Here we go. Scary. Masterpieces of painting.
National
all-
Library of what?
From the library of Bradley Hayes Van Bloem.
So cool. I love those things.
Now, all I did was
Mm.
identify as art and painting 1944. So, okay, this isn't an 1800 one. So that's foxing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would consider that foxing. Yes.
Me too.
And then this is just full of paintings.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to get very many art
Of
books.
this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't Googled, I've
Oh.
never touched any of this stuff, Brett,
Okay.
since I found it. I immediately just put it away. So this one is another art book, 1950.
National
Compass.
Gallery of the USA, is that what that says?
Great paintings from the National Gallery of Art.
Oh, okay.
So this one is, looks like a box of some sort.
Is it just a slipcase?
It's a slipcase.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Slip cover, slipcase, whatever way it's supposed to be. Someone really gave me the third degree because I kept saying it wrong. One goes on a couch and one goes over a book. So
Bad, Katie. Bad.
Bad Katie.
Gee.
New York Graphic Society, Mosaics of Marks.
It's good you have that though, and you have the dust jacket because those are two really. That's
And
considered
this one,
a
this one
full.
has the dust jacket, and it looks
Yeah.
like the book is almost in new condition
Yeah,
underneath.
Got some
Like cover wise.
you've got some yellowing on it, so it's got a little bit of foxing, but it looks good.
73 illustrations with 44 inches in color.
New York Graphic Society. That's cool.
Printed in Italy. Oh, see, this one isn't that old. It's 1958. So I just got scared of it and put it away. So I can probably. These are all mosaics.
Oh my God, you
That's
cracked me up.
Oh, Tiger's saying that Filingred Bladder, the Leaf book, was a satire magazine.
Really?
Maybe that's why they were doing
Eating somebody's
cannibalism.
leg?
Yeah. Satire on roast beef, maybe.
So you already answered the Bible thing, kind of. Which it's terrifying is basically what you're saying. And you got to look up version. And...
I get excited. You get scared. I get excited.
Okay.
So, that's what makes it a little bit different there. But yeah, I would definitely look it up and make sure you include the publisher when you're looking it up because it will,
Okay.
and the year, because it'll typically help you niche down a lot closer to what type of version you have, so you're not searching and searching and searching.
Very good tip.
This
Jan,
one
I'll
had-
be right back.
Okay. I don't think this one had books in it. I think this is all like scrapbook stuff. And yeah, I need to go through this. Almost everything in this bin, pardon me, is pre-1900, and most of it's in German. That's scary.
Wow, yeah, that I would be a little intimidated with. Yeah.
Okay.
When it's foreign language, I do get a little intimidated.
Yeah. I should have unpiled this pile.
Especially vintage, antique, foreign language. That makes me nervous.
What'd I do?
Hi, Patrick Murphy. Good seeing you.
Patrick comes and loiters sometimes.
Yeah, shame on me, Yvonne. That's right.
Oh, filling all my beautiful floor, but at least I have room to shift. Never had room to shift in the beginning. Wallpaper. I'm trying to get to this tower back here that I haven't been to in 4 years.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This tower is all old books.
Crazy Maze Stats. I do use aid books sometimes, but I like Worth Point better because it will show me for like years and years, and it will show me sold listings. And I like that a little bit better because it will show me like if it was eBay, if it was Biblio, like where it was sold too. So that's all information I would like to have. So aid books doesn't. I don't think it gives you all of that, or maybe it does if you have a subscription. I don't know, but I prefer WorthPoint. It's easier to research in there too. I missed the little brown dude laying in the book box.
The little bear?
Oh,
Isn't he cute?
he is cute. He is cute.
Tony, you need him? Does he need to come home with you?
Do you have your phone hooked up to you, Jan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Elaine's saying the learn as we go format is so helpful to her.
Yeah. I mean, it you know, in the beginning, I was just like, I was always like, give me the answer right now, you know?
Yeah.
And now I've learned that you have to commit some time, and you have to, if you want to learn it, you can. 10 years, I don't know what that is, ephemera. Okay. Some of these I just need to look up.
I didn't see the cover of that one.
The Weavers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Tony, he can come home with you. Let's see. Like I said, I don't even know what's here because I haven't touched this pile. And
Well, that seems to be a pretty common one. It's selling on eBay quite a bit.
the Roundup 1925. This is another yearbook.
The Weavers.
Oh, the Ugly Duckling.
Aw, that's
Cute.
That's
I'll
very
look
cute.
that one up. That's good for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
The Gift Book of Fairy Tales. Covered all my surfaces here. Darn it. Ooh, that's cool.
Aw.
Puss in Boots.
Oh, this
this
one's
book belongs
awesome.
to-
Now, see,
That's
that
really
doesn't
nice.
scare me. I'll just look that up now.
Yeah, that one's
You
cool.
know, it's the 1800s stuff that is it's scary.
It can be. It can be.
So I've got a bunch of these, and these I need to figure out. I mean, I'm not going to assume that because you do books that you know about scrapbooks and photographs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have not sold photo albums before. I've never gotten a lot of my inventory I get through free pickups. So a lot of the vintage and antiquarian stuff I get are just like your common nonfiction and fiction.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had anybody give me, and Bibles, but I've never had anybody give me photo albums. So I have yet to actually sell a photo album.
Oh, that goes in the tiger pile.
Yep.
German.
Deutschland.
1957. We can look that up. That's not intimidating.
Tony says.
So I have found the reason I was asking about photo albums and stuff is, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's cool. No dust jacket, but that's all right.
$1964.
Mm-hmm.
I have found a lot of
nice.
scrapbooks that are like they're wooden and they have like locking mechanisms on them and Iroquois arithmetic. All right. Communicating ideas. This doesn't look back. Oh, there's another Silas Marner book. That one's got like a cover on it. $1942. We can certainly look that up. There's another Bible. Goes in the Bible pile. What's she saying, Julie?
Jan, check with Teofane about the old photo albums. I have sold to him before, and they are good money makers the older they are.
Okay.
Hey, chitty chitty bang bang.
I was just gonna say, Julie, look, I found the book you told me to look for.
Yeah, it's Dawn's just saying it's Iroquois. Not
thank you.
Oh dear. Farm
Ballads.
Yeah. Was that a book for one of the Indian schools? That arithmetic book could be worth something if it is. Good point, Nancy. The Iroquois one. And there's a little robot.
1882.
With some foxing, but a lovely cover.
Now I know what that word means. And it's all like
spine is nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for its
all
age,
like
it's in
embossed.
really good shape.
And just the subject matter, farm ballads. I bet you that
the gold is still really nice too.
Yeah.
On the front.
Yeah.
This one somebody put a fabric cover on. That's cool. That is quite the stitch there.
A sewn one.
Franklin Square Song Collection. Wow. What year we got on this puppy? Ooh.
Notes. 1885.
Is it hymns or is it like tavern music?
I don't know.
Beer drinking music back in the day.
I don't know. Somebody could, if it's not interesting, somebody could certainly, it's an interesting material. Cut it up for the music pages, right?
Snippity
right.
snip snip.
We're going into scary now.
Ooh, look, Katie. Look at the cover on that one.
Oh, I love that. I love green. I love like the old olive green books.
Look at the pyramids.
So there are a lot of history books here that I haven't, nobody on my channel has seen this stuff because it was, when I was first starting out kind of thing. And the house that we bought, the project house, is also full of vintage history books. But at that house, they've all got like white fuzzy mold on them. Can those be restored, repaired, or are they just garbage?
They can. I know some people have cleaned them, and there are ways to clean them. I just personally have never done it. But I know there are safe ways of cleaning them and removing that stuff, but I don't know. Like, I would just be hard pressed selling someone something that had mold at
on
one
it,
time.
right?
What if it ever, I just don't know the I guess my head always just goes to like liability damage and stuff, but
Yeah.
maybe more people.
Well,
in
I
the
don't
chat
think I would list
have
them on
comments.
eBay. I think
Look
I
at
would
the
make them
color.
available through my channel. Not that that would make me any less liable, mind you, but these are cool.
Yeah, that's
There's
true. That is a good point, though.
These are
Yeah,
copyright 1891.
that Footprints World History. That's a good one. That's probably about $50-$60.
There's a lot. I think that they.
There's a blue one too. Apparently, that one's a different year, 1896 maybe, but that one sells for $100+ too.
Modern music and musicians.
Edison.
Theory, piano technique, special articles, instruments. Oh yeah, tell me about the green poison.
The arsenic.
Yeah,
Covers?
somebody was saying that the green covers are poisonous. Katie's
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Those are my favorite ones too, because green's my favorite color.
I don't remember who said it. Somebody in the chat might.
It was
They
there
might
was
tell
a-
us.
Katie from Vintage and Vinyl. Jan did a deep dive.
Yeah. And found out that the green covers had arsenic. This one's 1912 on this book. This
Don
one's in
saying,
beautiful
yeah,
shape.
Arsenic was used to make the bright green color.
Hey, Candy.
Alcohol and the white mildew.
Yes, it's in the dye they used. Gritty Gret says.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything
Hey, Carissa.
with them until, we get everything repaired out there. Oh, look, a plate. Katie, you want a plate? It's a special gift for coming to my channel. Free plate.
Oh, God. The fact that you want to give it away makes me nervous.
Dude, you don't even know. There's so many. Every time I would like work up the gumption to go into like the scariest, most cobwebby, whatever spot, it was always full of friggin' plates.
Nice.
That is,
Always wear gloves when cleaning old books like these, Nancy saying.
that is the newspaper for the day after September 11th.
So hard to look at.
It
Yeah.
is very hard to look at.
It is.
These look like
Caffeinated Christy saying hello.
Hi, Caffeinated Christy. These are
Hello.
These are magazines, right? They look like
Doug.
magazines.
Doug said Jan found a plate. I got bingo.
Yeah, we're gonna do a bingo board for some of this stuff. Some of the stuff
I
that
love
we
it.
found here.
That's actually a fun idea.
So this kind of stuff doesn't scare me as much anymore. I'm trying to find these old books that have like the wooden covers.
Are you getting a lot of success like selling them on your channel versus having to
Yes.
do a lot online? That's cool.
Oh, there's my grandpa.
Aww.
All right, I thought that this box was filled with books, and it's not.
Oh, you got a super chat from Ella.
Oh, thank you, Miss Ella.
Hey, Ella.
This is glassware, Julie.
Ooh, glassware.
This must be a booth box.
Oh, booth boxes. Oh, love it. Oh, wow. That's a Wednesday night. Flip it over.
Yeah, this is a
That's a-
booth box.
Ah, it's gorgeous. Love it. Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Let's sell it.
Yup. Look at that. I had tucked away boxes that I thought were full of old books, and crap, they're not.
Steph from
This
the selling stuff by the seashore saying hello.
This is glassware. This is
Oh,
dragonware,
wow.
right?
Dragonware, yeah. Does it have
Beautiful.
a lithopane in the bottom?
I need brighter light.
Everyone's loving that butterfly. You would have seen it by now.
No
You don't have to look
lithopane.
hard. No lithopane, but it's still very cool.
But I have. Where's it? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it?
Ooh, look at that blue. Oh, that's gorgeous.
So there's a couple
Color.
more pieces of dragonware sorted over here somewhere. Oh, we'll keep those two together.
That's very cool.
Sorry, Katie, I didn't mean to find
Squirrel.
those boxes.
Okay.
I thought these were books.
No, it's okay. I'm just hanging out.
Limoges.
Limoges, yeah.
Okay. Not what we're looking for, Ma.
We'll come back to that another day. Yay.
Yeah. Well, some of this has to be books. Nope. Why did I think this whole thing was books? These are all like gold gilded picture frames.
Doing it wrong is saying hi.
Hey, doing it wrong.
Yo, yo.
Oh, I
What is it?
I know I have a saucer. I don't
What were
know
you-
about the cup, but yes, there is dragonware here. That was another
Yeah.
scary thing, so it got put away. Did I
Yeah.
put? All right, we're looking. So
Dawn's
the other
wondering how
spot,
your first week back to work was.
it always sucks.
Okay.
But there's, I mean, Katie, if you've been watching my channel, you already know that this room is full.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I haven't gone back in here. There are things in that stack that I went, ooh, scary, and ran away.
Ooh, it's scary.
Yeah, and these are, oh, look, another Scrabble game. More games. That's the safe that I keep telling everybody I found that eventually we're going to
Yeah.
do like a
Crap open.
It's gonna be awesome.
That'll be really cool.
Horizon. Yeah, these just need to be looked up. Magazines. La Mode. I think there's some art stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go after that.
Those are
Right now.
records?
I think there's some Victrola records up there, but I can definitely see some hardcovers.
Okay.
And tapes. What's this? The Methodist Hymnal.
I've sold those.
Yeah, they go, ooh, there's a red hat. What is this? Oh,
Oh,
that's a
wow.
crazy looking hat.
Is that from the 20s?
Yeah,
Like one of those cap hats that they used to wear?
yeah. It's
Wow.
crocheted in lavender on the inside. Oh, Wendy says she has the Horizon. Those are also art books. But I see a red one. These are all cap hats. These were my grandparents. So I haven't, we're not, yeah. But
I
saw
see those
this.
all the time at estate sales, and they scare me because I don't sell clothing at all.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's tricky.
that's the difference with, resellers in this. If I'm if I want to turn it into money,
Right.
right, I have to learn it.
Yes, ma'am.
These look 60s. 50s and 60s, I'd say.
Union made. Cool. Well, it's a red one, so we're having a red sale, so we needed that.
Well, that's
right.
cool.
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
It's time for a coffee break. The Courier and Ives one I need to look up. Did you see that one in the pile?
I don't think you showed her that one yet, Jan. The Courier Knives one.
It doesn't ring a bell.
It has just the front piece of the cover.
That's okay sometimes.
Look at
But
the
then-
color has the
That's
stains.
really pretty,
like, it's
though.
so
Yeah.
bright still. Man.
Courier and Ives.
I think this is like every
Oh, those are
thing that
gorgeous.
they've ever done.
Look how bright it is. Oh.
What,
It's so
Julie?
pretty.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. 10, I don't know.
Oh, my Julie calculator's broken.
Yeah,
I'm broke.
Is that 1942?
Yep.
Oh, well, there it is
Thanks,
right there. I was trying to figure it out.
I think that's cool. These things, there's just so much mojo coming from this stuff.
Okay. Does that mean you're not ready to let go?
Oh no, I'm ready to let go. I just need the value.
Okay.
And I need to find homes for them. And I really think that this is the type of stuff that I'm not necessarily, I mean, unless it's like a $3,000 book.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm seeing like $8 to $15 on Worth Point.
That's crazy.
For the Courier Knives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even with the dust jacket, like some are without the dust jacket. And there are a lot of recent sales too on eBay, Max sold, Biblio, all types of places.
Yeah. Well, that's a situation too where when people know what they're looking for, right? They go out and they look for it. But with
Even
my
some
channel
auction sites.
sometimes they don't even know they want it until I show it.
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah,
sounds
for
funny.
sure. Yeah, those are nicer ones.
Thanks, Dawn. That's what I was thinking.
It's coffee time.
The 10, the L minus the 10. But then I wasn't sure. Yeah. So L is 50, and then the 10, the X was before the L. And that's why
Look at all the calculators in here.
Canadians.
Was that something you guys were forced to learn in school or something?
Yeah, we learned that in school.
I think I learned it once in school,
We
but
learned it.
it didn't stick.
You know what? I take that back. I think I learned it in high school. It was
We learned
like
it in primary
tiny
school.
part of math class.
Katie, you look so young. You look like you just got out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I graduated in 2007. So, I mean,
Oh, wow. You are young.
yeah. So we had like a little, like this much of our textbook was about it. Just a couple pages.
In cursive, yeah. Did you learn cursive, Katie?
I did. I went into a private
Good.
school until 7th grade. And then I switched to public school. And at the private school, they were teaching us cursive in 2nd grade. And then so we had cursive in 2nd grade, and in 3rd grade, they started typing.
Wow.
Yeah, by 4th grade, I was typing almost
I didn't take a
92 words
typing
per
course
minute.
until I was in college.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was at 92 words per minute by like 5th grade.
Wow. OMG. I have a question for Katie. You've probably been asked this lots of times when you go to different channels, but tell us about your most book that you were most excited to find, and then one that was your most expensive
Oh
book.
yeah.
So
So
they're two different
yeah,
things,
so
right?
my most expensive book, I just recently dropped a video about it because it's been over a year and I just have never talked about it and I don't know why. I think it's because I didn't really have YouTube when I sold it.
Mm.
So I sold a book for $500 that I got at an estate sale for $3. So
Nice.
that was my like biggest flip and like ROI for sure.
What does that mean?
Return on investment.
No.
So that was the biggest ROI for me, and
So
it
fancy,
sold
Katie.
to someone in France, and it was an antique book from 1901. So I'm always on the lookout now for like that author and that book and those
Sure.
things.
Good for you.
And then I think the book that I was most excited to find would probably be the ones that end up in my personal collection.
Julie, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. I get a lot of free books. So some of like the more modern or vintage books that are things that I personally want that end up in my collection. Those are the ones I'm excited about. So like there's a few horror books I've gotten. Um, some first editions of Stephen King I've gotten in book pickups, and that was really exciting because he's one of my favorite authors. So those
Mine
end up
too.
in my personal collection. So the ones like I'm really, really excited about sometimes end up in my personal collection.
I get it.
But yeah.
Do you talked about possibly getting certification for appraisal? Well,
Mhm.
what's that process like? I mean, I could Google it, but you weren't
Yeah, I
here,
mean, that's
right?
kind of where I've started. I've talked to a few people in the antique Facebook groups that I'm in, and only a few of them are actually certified. And it's kind of tough right now because depending on your state, you have to have so many hours working with someone. So I'm just learning that it seems to be a little different per state. Um, and I'm still just kind of learning. I'm trying to see if there's any like online learning options or if there's
Mm,
something like I have to actually go somewhere and study.
okay.
With COVID and things being weird right now, a lot of places are just like not taking inquiries. So it just seems I don't know. I'm kind of learning as I go with it. Because some of the other people I've asked have been, in the book game and in the antique game for 20 years plus. So it's a little different for them because they're not, starting out brand new in 2022 where like there's internet and all the things of like different ways, I guess, internet ways of learning. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what that looks like, how long it'll take me, how much it's going to cost. Like I'm
Mm,
struggling to figure that out.
mhm.
So just a lot of different things.
It's interesting to get certified. You actually have to put in hours with someone that's already
Hmm.
an appraiser. And it reminds me of an apprentice for, say, like a
Yeah.
skilled trade.
Hmm.
It's like an apprenticeship almost, where you have to, put so many hours in on the job with a licensed whomever, and then write an exam to get your license or
Hmm.
certification. So it sounds very similar.
And that's what I'm trying to also understand. I'm trying to reach out to like a few of the bigger museums in Michigan,
Hmm.
because some of them may be able to like guide me to a better program or a better option, or I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm still
Yeah.
I'm still in like the very infancy stages of trying to figure out my next moves with that. So we'll
A
see.
lot of a lot of books I find at yard sales or auctions or whatever, they'll have like either a musty smell to them and
Hmm.
or a cigarette smell.
Hmm.
So, two questions. How much does it affect the value? And is there a Katie Reed's way to get must or smoke out? Tell us.
So the musty smell, I've never really had an issue. they sometimes once I like get them home, let them air out a little bit, they're fine. And some people really honestly prefer that like old book smell.
Really? Okay, good to know. Okay, keep going.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah, okay.
the smoke, I will not pick it up. I will not sell it. I won't pick it up.
Okay.
I know there's ways that you can get rid of smoke smell from books. I've seen it a lot in some of the antique Facebook groups I'm in.
Mhm.
I just haven't done it. I just won't pick up the book unless it was like hundreds of dollars value, or I'm talking like $1,000 value. Like if there was really a ton of value, I would try and do some research and put some work into it. But for like a $20 or $30 sale, I'm just not gonna pick it up.
Okay.
And I'm comfortable with that, leaving it on,
So the musty smell isn't a big deal.
I've never had any issues. I
Okay,
have
good.
tried to sell a few books that came from a cigarette smoking home, and they got returned to me every time. So I just
Awesome.
decided, yeah, no more. So
Yeah, I know. I know there's a online Amy to look at things for sure. I just was trying to, while Jan was away, make talk with the
yeah.
guest.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Do you find a lot of actual leather covered books in your adventures?
I was
or-
just gonna ask that.
Yeah, it's fun.
I knew it. So
What
do
do
you find?
are leather books like something special? I
Yeah,
saw lots
so like
on eBay that didn't even have the
there's
titles of the books, just the fact that they were leather.
yeah, and it's crazy because oh, what is the name of the author? Because Commonwealth Picker, Kevin, he sold one of them too. There's like a Western author
Louis
that,
L'Amour?
yes, his leather cover
What's the
books,
name?
Yeah, Louis
Louis
L'Amour.
L'Amour.
Yeah, my
His
dad had the whole
paperbacks,
series. Yeah,
his paperbacks and
Yeah.
hardcovers sell well in
Yeah.
sets. They do sell well. But his leather cover sets, you're
Mhm.
talking like $1,200 plus if you have full sets.
I believe it. I
Louis
believe it, yeah.
L'Amour.
Louis L'Amour.
Give me
Yeah,
a Julie jingle so it stays in my head.
Lit. I
She's
don't know.
like,
I can't think right now. But I'll like, as soon as she said a Western author, it's Louis L'Amour. He's the
and
guy.
I should have remembered that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
because I've sold quite a few of his books actually. Even just the mass market paperbacks, if you have a big enough lot, they can sell for a decent little profit.
We were just going through some boxes from my mother's estate still, and my dad was a big Louis L'Amour guy. He had all the paperbacks, and then he had Time Life put out a series on westerns, and Louis L'Amour got a lot of his stories from that. Long story short, we found like a little audio cassette of Louis L'Amour, and Jeff said, my brother thought, well, I wonder if that'll sell. So we put it aside. We didn't donate it, just to look it up to see if it sells, just because he's so famous.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I just made a realization. So, 6th generation house, right? My grandmother was a child in this house, and her maiden name was Schmidt. So her parents were Schmidt. I have come across like old letters and old books and things like that, and I didn't put it together until now, because I just found this cobblestone architecture book. It's from the 40s, and it's by Carl Schmidt, and it's written in here to Althea, which is my grandmother, from Carl. So it's signed by Carl. And then I was just looking at, so the copyright of the book is 1944, but when you start to turn towards the pages, for 2 decades, Carl F. Schmidt, architect and artist of Rochester, New York, have spent the spare moments of a busy professional life tracking down and recording the beginnings of architectural development in the United States. And then it starts to go through. So he died in the era between 1825 and 1865. So I've been finding a lot of architecture stuff in here, and it didn't occur to me that it could be family related.
Wow.
Very cool, Jan.
That is
That's
so weird.
crazy.
Love it.
That is really neat. And this book is all about houses in Monroe County, and main entrance to house on the North Grease Road, Monroe County. So that was where my mom bought her other house. There's all kinds of just things just clicking here.
Cool.
Interesting. Anyway,
Wow.
so I have a lot of
Really?
leather
That's
books.
really cool.
Isn't it? It's like total freaking rabbit hole
Yeah,
that's
for
gonna
just like your history.
take
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
somewhere for months now.
Yeah.
So this one is copyrighted 1898, and it's just a plain leather cover, right?
Mhm.
Let me get this layout back. Whoops. 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 God, you'd think I've never done a live stream before. So, leather, I mean, it's got like the fancy
Mhm.
stitching and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's kind of intimidating on how to figure out, you know, what to do with that stuff. And it looks like this one is also signed. That's crazy. I guess I would have to look with a loop to see if that's actually an impression
Mhm.
on the page
Yep. Yep. Those
or not.
signatures are tough. And then sometimes, even if you think it's real, you have to kind of disclose that it's not an authenticated signature.
Yeah. But one of the things that I'm realizing, which is nice, Katie, and you know, I have to thank you for it, because just having somebody that really knows this stuff or knows how to find the answer, which is huge, right?
Yeah.
Being exposed to, and I'm not putting Dr. Lori down, but being exposed to Dr. Lori in the beginning of all this, because it was something where there was so much information available. She had 500 videos in her binge link.
Mhm. Sure.
So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just sucking information, and I'm making notebooks, and I'm writing and all this other stuff. And I managed to overwhelm my stuff because she's like a freaking computer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all like right in her head, and that is
Mhm.
so intimidating, incredibly
Mhm.
intimidating.
Mhm.
But like, I've shown you some stuff that you're like, oh, I've never seen that before, and you're just
Mhm.
like totally calm. Within a couple minutes,
Yeah.
you can find it, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that kind of takes some, and I've learned how to do that. You know, I'm coming up in February. It'll be 1 year since I started my
Wow.
channels that I've been
Wow.
doing
Me
this.
too. That's crazy. I did my first video on January 31st.
I did my first video, I think it was February 11th or something like
Oh,
that.
that's
Or the
so
channel,
cool.
the channel I think started on February 11th. Maybe my first video wasn't until later.
Aw, that's
But
cool.
I'm realizing that all of this stuff that I set aside earlier, you know, years earlier, that
Sure.
I'm not as scared of it, because I'm kind of empowered to be able to look it up, you know.
I know,
or-
that's why I say it's exciting. When you're like, oh, it's scary, I like, oh, it's exciting, because now I get to like dive in. I mean, the research is kind of fun.
yeah.
For me.
Well, I mean, I learned something new every day. I probably learned 12 new somethings every day, but
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
there's just a lot, and there's a lot that, you know, I'm going through stuff that I shoved on the bottom shelf. I could probably
Aw, thank you, Jenny Plus One. That's really sweet.
change the angle of this so that I don't have to switch around. And you know, some of the stuff my mom thrifted, because I can find
Mhm.
evidence of thrifting
Yeah,
stickers, you know.
Yeah.
But then when I pull something out that has one of my grandparents' names or something like that.
Hi, Nancy. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat too much, so sorry, everybody.
Julie's usually reading it and taking it in, so.
Yeah, I don't want to talk over top of anyone, but yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
But I'm not as, you know, when I first picked up this book, it says
Oh, I can't
horror
read
of
it.
earthquakes or something.
Ooh, horror.
Horror
of
what?
earthquakes.
San Francisco's horror of earthquake, fire, and famine. And I remember looking at the cover of this and going, holy hell, and shoving
That's
it on,
awesome.
immediately shoveling it on a shelf.
Very cool. Let's look at that.
See,
Let's
those
research that.
those are the ones I gravitate to at
Yeah.
estate sales and stuff.
Let's
I
get
love
Katie
those.
to help with this one. Katie, help with this particular book. So we want to start researching with the
Yeah, what would
Oh,
we do?
it's marbled. Okay,
Totally
publisher?
marbled.
Let's use this as an example.
horror what?
San Francisco's horror of earthquake, fire, and famine. And it says on the binding, memorial volume.
Got it. Oh, I didn't spell horror right.
And it's full of like the photogravure type pictures. There are so many pictures.
Oh,
San
I can't
Francisco's
find-
horror of earthquake and fire, terrible devastation and heart-rending scenes.
Does it say
Immense
the
loss of
publisher?
life and hundreds of millions of property destroyed. The most appalling disaster of modern times. And I still haven't found a year.
Sorry to
19.
interrupt. It's green, right, Jan?
Yes, it's
Green.
poison.
It's
it-
poison.
It's a poison book.
It's a poison one.
I will
Was there a
wash my
publisher
hands
on it,
before I
Jan?
eat my potato chips, I promise.
Is there a publisher, girl?
Okay, it looks like it's 1908.
Okay. Yeah, that's the ones I'm finding. So I'm seeing 25 plus.
G.W. Bertrand.
Yeah, I'm seeing 25 plus, just kind of depending on condition. Because some of the ones that are $14 are really rough shape. Like you can barely read the front cover.
Well, yeah. I mean, this stuff is over 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
This
And
is
that's
cool.
worth pointing. I didn't look specifically.
And
on-
even the
eBay.
pages,
I love that.
that's
Mhm.
like purposely there.
That's marbled pages. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love those kind of books.
The cover's phenomenal.
I feel like they did so much more effort when they published and produced books back then
Totally.
than they do now.
This one is gorgeous. Holy crap.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
What's it say? Is it
It's
English?
German. All in
Oh,
German.
yeah.
It says, "Put me aside and wait for Tiger." Or see if
Exactly.
Clara wants to
Or Claire,
play
yeah.
around. This is you pick up this book and it just feels like museum.
and
It's the binding is not cracked, it's not bumped.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, and it's even got the speckled marbled pages too.
And it's all embossed with gold.
Look at the gold.
So pretty.
This is
Please.
gold gilt, is that right?
Mhm.
With a T?
Yep.
All German, and it's got that same wallpaper end paper in it. Oh, there's Lulu. Lulu's our resident looker-upper.
Nice.
But I can't click her links in StreamYard, so I always click them after I watch
Oh
back.
yeah, it won't let me click it either.
It says Nicolas Lenau.
Oh, look at that image, though.
But my great-grandparents and my grandparents all collected books. This thing is just chock full of illustrations, and it looks like poems. But I don't even know what it's about because it's in German.
Tiger saying
Yeah.
Lenau's works.
Oh, there's
That's
Tiger.
what that W word is.
Yeah,
after
but what is
Lenau.
it about? I don't know who
Yeah,
Lenau
that's-
was.
So
His
I look
work.
up when I'm doing foreign. I
Yeah,
use the
tell
Google
us.
Lens, and then I look up the front cover, and then I also sometimes the front cover the cover page will tell you what the content is probably going to be about, and then I sometimes also have it translate that like first page, so I can get an idea of like what's being said in the book.
Yeah.
But
So his works is like his writings, his poems, possibly. Tiger saying
And
that's what works means.
pictures, and I mean, some of these pictures are just like, whoa.
I know
Very
the
cool.
fact that they're still in
I
such
see you,
good
Baba Wally. I
condition.
absolutely
Yeah.
will. Clara is also German. Nicholas Lenau used to be a poet.
Mm.
You're getting all philosophical, Oreo.
That's the
Or
thing
did you
about
forget that you're Oreo?
how beautiful the books are, because no radio, no TV, no
Nope.
electricity.
That's
So
true.
the book is just where objects.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the other thing is trying to figure out if like stuff is first edition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Copyright 1954. See, that
And
doesn't
that is
scare me
literal-
anymore. 1954 doesn't scare me.
With first editions, it's a lot of work. Every publisher has done their own thing, and there's so much to it.
1942.
What do you mean when you say that? What, Katie, when you say there's so much to it that every publisher does their own thing, what's that mean?
Yeah, especially the older ones. Like,
What does that mean? What kind
They
of
would-
things do they do?
they would not put anything in there. They would put numbering, and that numbering is supposed to be some fancy code for first edition.
Yeah.
They would literally just type first edition. And there's a difference between edition and printing, so it can be the first edition, but that's maybe the third cycle of printing that they've done on that book.
Cool.
So every publisher kind of had their own way. And I mean, they still kind of do to this day, but it's a little bit more uniform nowadays.
I've actually started fanning through books after I watched one of your.
Oh, I found money. I found bookmarks. I found gift cards. I found old receipts to like old bookstores that are no longer even open. And I've sold those receipts. Like, it's crazy.
That
crazy.
C1, oh, 5 smooth stones.
Yeah, but I mean, these aren't scaring me anymore, right? Because these are.
Yay.
I can look at 1966. I'm digging for those marbled pages ones. This one's called Leaders of Men. Now that's how you claim a book. Check that out.
Oh,
Wow.
penmanship. When it was important.
Mm-hmm.
Ontario?
Mm-hmm.
That's Ira Herbison. Now, you know what that means. That means that my mom got stuff from the other house that she bought and lost. Those people were Herbison.
Cool.
So that means their stuff. So this one's 1903.
I love those inside pages.
They're really cool.
They really are.
This one, over 100 years old, so it's got,
Yeah.
The meshy stuff.
yeah, and it's like, I mean, I can still flip the pages without losing pages.
Which is good. You could just indicate that the hinges are loose.
Hinges, they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ranger. That one
The
doesn't
binding
look...
is loose. You could say binding is loose.
Yeah, like this one has like a bunch of different copyrights, right?
Wait, Janet's cat, aka Oreo?
Yeah, that's my cat. Or not my cat.
It's a very talented cat. It's
Yeah.
like
He steals phones and subscribes to YouTube
has
channels.
his own laptop, like keeping it
You
under
got a
wraps.
genius
Got the
cat.
government to
How are
take
you
him
not
away.
making bank on this genius cat?
Yeah, right? All right, here's another one.
Oh, I love those.
Let's see the pages on that.
Now,
one,
what's
Jen.
this framing called? I saw you say something about that the other day.
Oh, it's like, So I mean, it's embossed for sure. The framing, I don't remember what it's called. Oh
Nice.
wow, look at that
What's it?
spine.
What's the subject matter? What is that saying? Oh, German words, I think.
Is it German?
I think we're in German, Deutschland again. Oh, beautiful. Look at
That's
that.
cool.
Ah. It took,
I'm just amazed it's still so intact.
and the workmanship, that's all done by hand. One person
Uh-huh.
is doing all of that, all of it.
So this one you can actually see the strings.
Oh wow, yeah, the
Cool.
spine. I mean, for being completely removed though, that's not bad.
Wow, that's a thickened. How many? That's like
Yeah,
a
I
million pages.
almost wonder if someone tried to restore it at one time.
Yeah, these pages are coming apart. So let's see what year this thing is. Woman's Record. Sketches of all distinguished women. The creation to AD 1854. In
Yeah.
4 eras. Selections from female writers of every age by Sarah Josepha Hale. Illustrated by 230 portraits.
Oh, let's see a portrait. Show us, show us.
Inscribed
colored? Are
to
they
the
black?
men of America, who
Ooh.
show in their laws and customs respecting women ideas more just and feelings more noble than were ever evinced by men of any other nation. Meet the approval of the sons of our great republic, the world will then know the daughters are worthy of honor.
That's right. That is right.
I'm not finding a year on this. Turn and pick Cleopatra's in here. Ooh, I found something in the pages, Katie.
What is?
Oh, what is it? What is it?
A stadium?
Your news dealer?
Tabernacle.
I
on
don't know what
Tremont
that is.
Street.
Key to plan of tabernacle.
Mm.
I wonder if that's a flyer for something.
I don't know.
Let's keep it separate.
Got to keep it with the book. Might be marking something important, right?
Okay, yeah, true.
Yeah, the portraits aren't full pages. They're like in the text.
So
Oh,
maybe
wow.
portrait in the sense of a little info. Each,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get to look at me, but you can hear what I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Amy's right when she says suffragette stuff. But we're trying to get men to think that, yeah, we can participate
Oh,
in the
here's
world
another thing.
as well.
So here's a newspaper clipping.
Awesome. I love this, finding stuff in books.
They didn't keep the date on there.
Is it burnt a little bit? It looks like it was burned.
No, it's just like foxed.
Is it English?
I Ask No More by Maud Irving. I have not wealth, nor lands are mine. I own no houses, broad and high. I have no costly gems to shine, no robes of rich and varied dye, no regal coach and dappled grays to drag me through the crowded streets. I need better by trifocals is what's happening here. And then at the end it says, entered according to Act of Congress by Street and Smith in the clerk's office of the District Court of the United States for the Southern District of New York. And then there's another poem printed on the
They
back.
kind of sound like poems in a way. What was the
Maybe
name of
that's all they were allowed to put in the newspaper.
it? Maud Irving, you said? Irving?
This stuff is...
Guinness record.
Oh, wow.
Okay, here's the date on this page, 1852.
Distinguished women.
Yes. Not just women. Like, these are special women. They went to school. They come from good stock.
And there it is down there, 1860. So it's not 1852.
Yeah. So it was published by this publisher in 1860. And I see some of that. Some publishers took on other books even back then.
Wow. It's a lot to process.
Jody's popped in saying hello.
Jody.
Oh, look. I have 2 of these.
Oh.
I wonder if they're volumes. Oh, yeah, this is his second year.
Oh,
The
there
other
you
one
go.
was his first year. I tried to sell that in a book sale yesterday and nobody bought it. Good enough for Grandpa. That's cool.
Oh. That's cool drawing.
He's drinking.
Mhm.
1958. That's 50s. This one is called The Source.
Michener.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Is that modern?
James A. Michener.
It's got
Oh,
a
yeah,
map.
that's a modern one.
It's got a map on the end papers. The Source, a novel by James A. Michener, Random House, New York. Yep, that's
1971?
1965.
Oh, okay. 1971 sold for 15.
I love how I just talked all this stuff.
Famous.
Pollyanna grows up.
Oh, Pollyanna.
Ooh, a 1965 sold for $22 plus shipping on eBay.
Nice. A red book. Mr. Sponge's Sporting Tour.
Mr. Sponges?
Mm-hmm.
Is he
As in
related to
SpongeBob
SpongeBob?
SquarePants?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's SpongeBob.
1920. Mr. Sponge's Sporting Tour.
Maybe
it's
that's
got-
the inspiration. He doesn't look very inspiring. He's SpongeBob.
No.
You never know.
Looks like
SpongeBob
war
totally
crap.
digressed from Mr. Sponges.
By the author of Handley Cross, Jorrocks Jaunts, with 90 woodcuts by John Leach and 13 colored illustrations. For many seasons of excellent sport with his hounds on the border.
Mm.
Brett saying it looks like a satire book, Jan.
Really? Well, I guess it's just a matter of having to
Doing it
research
wrong
all
says
this, right?
it's a SpongeBob Little Mermaid crossover.
Nomads of the North,
Ooh.
James Oliver Curwood, property of something 1936. Yeah, these are going to take some time to look up.
Mm-hmm.
1919.
That's
Are there
really
any
hefty
ones,
work.
Katie, that you can, a little short list of things that you can have, that Jan can use as a little crib sheet when she's looking through these books? Any things in particular to watch for that she should set aside?
I think honestly she's kind of already doing it. She's doing exactly what I would do. I would set aside the ones that have really, really nice cover art.
Okay.
The really old ones that still have dust jackets.
Right?
And then set aside the more modern ones in a different pile. The ones that are in really, really extreme bad condition, I would set those aside because depending on their value, that may have to go, you may have to monetize that a different way.
So can I be under the assumption that if there are this many reprints and everything else, that the content is like classic, is like desirable?
Well, maybe, because the printings, like you have to remember back then, they may have only printed like 20 books at a time.
Exactly.
Oh.
They don't print like how, like, because even Mitch Albom, when he first got his deal for Tuesdays with Maury, he'll talk about it in his like meet and greets. He'll talk about how there's like a million different printings of that book because they were worried about how well it would sell. So they printed like 20 to 50 books at a time. So sometimes like the older books like that, they just didn't print a lot back then at one time. So it could be
'Cause
desirable or
I
the
have
printing could have
several
just been
old
minimal every
copies of
time.
Gone with the Wind.
You have what?
I have several old copies of Gone with the Wind and one of the Gone with the Wind books that Dr. Lori featured.
Nice.
But the question of, I mean, her values are just so high, you know?
Mhm.
This one's $18.99
You can always aim high and have offers on and
to
you
every
know.
American boy. This is a Boy Scout book.
Oh, nice. Vintage Girl Scout stuff has done well for me. I haven't gotten any Boy Scout stuff, but it does pretty good for me in lots too. Like if I have some of the patches and stuff like that to go with them.
Mhm. Nancy, I got two books that I set aside for you that I'm sending you, or 3 maybe. Nancy, This Overstuffed House,
Yeah, she's just putting Cat Scouts.
The Slave Ship by Mary Johnston. I wish they like, you know, fiction.
Doug's like, can't you just scan the barcode?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Let's find
Dom
that
from
ISBN number.
Prime Time, Jan. Dom's just popped
Hey
in.
Dom,
Oh, hey, Dom.
I'm digging out all the stuff I hid from you guys.
So what's this one
Oh.
say? What's it say? The National
Community Formulary?
Formulary? What's a formulary?
National Formulary.
I'm glad I
5th
read it.
edition, published by the American Pharmaceutical Association, 1926.
Formulas. Formulary.
And it's got some kind of thing in there where it's got a little cover on it, and it says, what does that mean, Katie?
Official copy.
Official copy. Wow.
Ooh,
I mean,
wonder
that's
what
pretty
kind of-
much similar to like a certificate of authentication.
Let's see what kind
Really?
of formulas. What are they? Drugs? Like, what are we talking here?
Yeah.
Morphine.
Let's see.
Let's go straight to morphine.
Yeah, I'm
What
just
do we-
going there.
What do we wanna
Because they
learn?
were medicinal back then, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Elixir Tungae et Salicyladium. Tunga in moderately coarse powder, 140 grams.
Whoa.
Simic funga in moderately coarse powder, 35 grams.
I think this is
Sodium
a special book.
salicylate, 70 grams. Pilocarpine nitrate, 0.175 grams.
So were these how to prescribe them? Or how
Mix
to
the
package
powdered
them?
drugs
make
and the
them.
compound spirit of orange. Moisten the mixture with a menstruum composed
Bad.
of 2 volumes of alcohol and 5 volumes of water. Pack it in a percolator. Saturate it with the above menstruum and macerate 24 hours.
She's
Then
giving drug
percolate
recipes.
slowly
Yeah.
until 700 cc's of percolate is obtained. In this, dissolve the sodium salicylate, pilocarpine nitrate, colchicine, and sucrose, and add the glycerin.
So what
Finally,
that-
add enough menstruum to make the product measure 1,000 cc's and mix well.
So what that thing in the front is probably like, that was your certificate. You probably had to be like a certain medical status to be able to purchase that type of book.
And
That's
what year
probably
is
what
that,
it
Jan?
is.
Give us the year on that.
The little certification thing, which is flawless, by the way. The
Yeah.
book is yellowed.
'Cause of
You
that
very
paper.
well flip
Yeah.
Very
this
well
up,
preserved. Yeah.
and it's white.
I wonder
It
if you had
says
to
National Formulary 5th Edition official copy, and then it looks like it's almost got like a watermark or embossing under it. Copyright 1926, by the American Pharmaceutical Association, and it has a number assigned to it.
So you probably had to be like a licensed pharmacist to have access to that book or to buy it, or I don't know what.
Know how to make the potions. Is Love Potion number 9 listed
Because I
there?
mean, think about
I'm
it.
checking.
You have to have a license to buy certain cosmetology things nowadays, so it's probably not unheard of that you had to have certain credentials to purchase certain things.
Maybe they have the cure for Love Potion number 9, and I can give it to
Hey.
Oreo.
Whatever happened to Love Potion 1 through 8?
Yeah. Good question.
Those people realized that they really didn't want what they asked for.
I think that could be a very cool book, I think. That's
All
something.
right,
is-
and then
that is
it
a
looks
very
like I
good
shoved
find.
some
I think so.
cookbooks back here.
That's a very good
Big
Did
cookbooks.
you hear that, Jan? Katie saying that's a very good find, the
Yeah.
potion book.
Good.
Dom says just rub Mountain Dew on everything.
Nice.
Hey, Jody
Hey, what?
just gave you a super chat. saying
Aw,
Candy,
thank
he
you,
wants
Jody.
to thank you for yesterday.
Oh yes, that was fun. We sold a lot of books. I'll never do 5 hours again. I'll tell you that right now.
That was long.
That
That
was
was
a
a
lot.
long sale, girl.
All right, I have about 10 books that look like this.
Ooh, interesting.
It says the Progressive Reference Library. But they're like really cool looking.
Yeah, that embossing is really cool. The little sectionals.
And I
on
like
the side.
I like the embossing of the little bookshelf on there.
The Progressive Reference Library.
It looks 1800-ish. Is it?
I'm looking.
Maybe early.
Pristine on the inside. A new edition with extensive revisions, additions, and enlargements based upon the newest census reports and the most recent epoch-making discoveries, inventions, and achievements.
I love the
Wow.
subject matter on that one. What do you see in the? Is there a table of contents? Give us highlights.
It look. I almost want to say it's kind of like an
Encyclopedia?
encyclopedia type.
Very
Yeah, I
cool.
mean, it looks like it's a set of at least 8 books or more.
Copyright
Okay.
1935.
Yeah, so based on that, WorthPoint has some at like $50 plus. Some of
Nice.
them
For the
have
set.
10. Yeah, some of them show 10 volumes. So I don't know if different years maybe had different volumes,
1,
which
2,
is possible.
They look
3,
great,
4,
just for decorating even.
5, 6. Oh my. 7. This one's different. This one has like it's got screws in it,
Oh,
and it's got like a loose leaf thing.
I wonder if someone tried to restore it or add to it.
I was going to say update it or something.
It might have been
Events of
customized.
1943 to the early part of 1944 says that. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay, and you said 1935?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. WorthPoint is showing at least a $50 bill, maybe
That is
more.
so cool.
Nice.
is really
Oh, is that raised up? Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Jan.
wow.
Oh.
And that's like all important stuff you want to, like, if she were to list this online, this is
Yes.
part of the photos that you want to be showing because that's what
Exactly.
really makes the book.
Or even do like a little 15-second video.
That is
Of
so
that,
cool.
you know.
Yeah, depending where you list, because like Etsy
Yeah.
will let
I
you
would definitely
show little
think that
videos.
I would take the time to do videos with these. And then it's got some
Oh, look at the colors.
colored pictures in there, historical vases. So
Awesome.
yeah. Oh, there's a paper
Very
in
nice.
it. Let's see what we got. Nothing.
Nothing.
The paper is linked to the pages on Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh.
which we happen to have a shelf for. Yeah. Okay, so those aren't scary. Grey's Anatomy.
The Grey's Anatomy?
No, like before Grey's Anatomy was a thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Grey's Anatomy.
Tony's
it's
palms
more
are
Roman
sweating. She loves
numerals.
books.
Oh, I'm not a Roman numerals person.
What do
I
we
could
got
Google
here?
it.
Let's see here. Hold steady. Okay, 50, 60, 75, 77, I think. 77.
Tony's palms are sweating.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So I'm taking it that my followers here are more interested in this old stuff than they are with my $2 book sales. But the $2 book sales let me get rid of books guilt-free.
Oh, my
Aw,
book house
That's
through
cute.
fairy
Fairy halls?
halls.
Is that what
Ooh,
that says?
what kind of images are we talking? Oh, we're talking nice and cool images.
It says the book house through fairy halls. The book house for children,
Oh.
1920.
Is it just that one singular one, or do you have a full set?
Oh, look at the colors.
Don't know.
There can be a set, apparently, but you
Okay.
can sell the individual ones for about a $20 bill.
I like this one says 3 on it, on the binding.
Yeah,
So-
it does have a set. Seems to have a set. But individual ones are still selling for 20 to 25. Some
Nice.
are like $13 because their condition is really, really bad. But
Makers of History, Caesar. This one doesn't, like, it's got a very plain, and this one's got my grandmother's name in it. It says Althea, so this was one of my grandmother's books. Now there were multiple, Althea was a multi-generational name. So there was somebody great that was also Althea. Just to complicate things.
Everyone loves your $2 book sales, by the way. That's what the chat
Good.
is saying. They're
Good.
loving them.
Julius Caesar.
There's Hail Caesar. Hail Caesar.
Yeah? You guys buds?
are you guys butts?
That's what they Hail Caesar. Oh,
I
Lordy.
can't find a year on this one.
Sometimes that happens. I was getting really frustrated with a book, and then I took a really close look and realized that a page was missing, and that's why I couldn't find it.
This one's called The Pennant, and this is all embossed.
Ooh, nice. See, those are junk journaling covers.
Oh.
I would frame those.
I love
Covers.
those. I
Yeah,
love
I
that
just-
type of stuff.
Interesting covers.
Brett.
What? I missed it.
What?
I love you, man.
What was it?
Nobody makes
It's
a
on
mean
the
sandwich.
screen.
No, but he makes a mean sound. Oh, Caesar. But bump.
So random. All right, this
She said, "But a
looks,
bump."
this looks intimidating and old. So this is
Ooh,
all
yes.
leather.
That's all leathery. And
Oh,
all leather.
nice. Burns.
let's see the Spinaroni on it. Ooh.
Oh wow.
And that's like a burgundy oxblood color, or is that brown?
That's
God,
nice.
is that a real word?
Yeah.
The
That's a color?
gold
Oxblood.
pages too.
And the pages are
Nice.
gold.
Golden. That's
gilded.
nice. That's still in decent shape like that.
Yeah. It's nice
Burns.
and tight looking still. Very
There
tight.
is a little
Yeah.
crack there.
Ooh, doing it wrong is saying Necronomicon. How do you say that word, Katie?
Necro.
Is that a new COVID variant?
Yeah.
Necro would be something about the dead, right?
Necronomicon?
So this says
Nice.
Sounds like a transformer.
Mildred Pratt, Christmas 1890
Oh,
One.
yeah.
something.
Love it. What is it about?
From
What's the
Mrs.
story?
Joe
I
Mason
love
in
the
Michigan.
inscribings because books were such a fancy gift back then.
Mhm.
The complete works of Robert Burns.
Oh, Robbie. He's Scotsman.
We used to play together. He lived
Well, Robbie
behind
Burns
me.
Day. It's a big thing
It is
coming up in April, I think, March or April, I forget.
Poems.
Oh, the Book of the Dead, Necronomicon.
Okay, gotcha.
Aw, his jokes are failing. Dude, no, keep trying. Don't give up.
You're not doing it wrong. Doing it wrong.
See? You got one with the help of Julie. She just needed the setup.
Hey!
That's a pretty. This book just feels cool.
Yeah, that's just a nice looking
Even
book.
if you don't want anything to do with. You're related to Robert Burns?
No way. Kath, you are not.
Wow.
That's awesome. Very
Speaking
cool.
of Burns, I need that book.
Yeah,
Nice.
you need it.
Here's another leather book. It's a little pocket book.
The
The
complete,
Complete
angler.
Angler.
Oh,
And it's
fly
got.
fishing. It's going to teach us how to make flies. I bet you.
What?
I bet, like for fly fishing. I bet you there's some
Complete
beautiful,
Angler.
colorful pictures
The
in there.
marbling.
Love it so far.
New Century Library. Isaac Walton and Charles Cotton, The Complete Angler. 1926.
Oh, she's right. There's one from 1896 that have a bunch of fishies on the cover.
Printed in Great Britain.
Let's see the pictures of the flies.
The table of
teach
contents.
us? That's a big
Hi, Candy.
thing. People are into that.
Verses.
Marilyn
fly.
says that is a famous book.
Aha. Marilyn.
My people are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Burns, January 25th. Oh my gosh, it's this month. The Robbie Burns.
That's pretty freaking cool. There are no pictures in here.
Is it telling us how to make them?
I don't know. I'd have to sit down and read it.
Can you thumb through it a little bit, please?
But above all, the taking fish in spawning time may be said to be against nature. It is like taking the dam on the nest when she hatches her young, a sin so against nature that Almighty God hath in the Levitical law made a law
It's not about
against
making
it.
flies.
But
Wow.
the poor fish have enemies enough besides that of unnatural fishermen, as namely the otters.
Oh, but they're cute. Otters are so cute. I thought it would be about making flies. Oh,
Darn.
but it's
man.
still a famous
Nope, it's
book.
about
It is
the
still
evil-
fish related.
Very
The evil
fishy.
otter. Caesar's Gallic War.
Gaelic.
Whatever.
Come on. We got Robbie Burns, then we got a Gaelic book. We've hit the United
This is an-
Kingdom
Another book
vein
about
of books
Caesar,
here.
and pages are missing in the front, and pieces are falling out. Okay. What's this one?
If that one
The
was at Easton Press, it'd be worth
Oh,
200.
that looks very German up top there.
The Man Napoleon.
Oh. Just the
William
eagle.
Henry Hudson. It's got pretty end papers. Ward Taylor from Auntie, 1917.
Oh.
And copyright is 1914.
I can't find that one.
Oh, is it Don? Gaelic is different from Gaelic. Thanks, Don.
The Story of Lucy Strike by Roy Flanagan. This is just a little book.
Is it a little golden book?
World's
No.
Fair edition.
Ooh,
At
which World's Fair?
It says at the New York World's Fair. Don't see a date.
39?
Oh wow,
38.
I really
Copyright
can't find this one.
1938.
Yeah, I can't find this one at all.
It's got some pictures,
It's giving me everything but what I want.
but the pictures are like, I want to say in brown ink, right? You know how some of the black and white pictures, they're not really black and white, they're like brown
Oh,
and
like
white.
a sepia kind of.
Yeah,
filter to it.
sepia. That's the word.
Mhm.
Sepia. Well, I don't know what he's doing here.
That one I can't. The Story of Lucy Strike. I am striking out with Lucy Strike.
How about
Oh, I found it
Abraham
on
Lincoln? You've heard of him?
Uh-huh.
Boy and the Man.
I did find it on eBay, $15.
Abraham Lincoln, the Boy and the Man. Can't find a copyright on this one either. Been trying to put like president stuff and political stuff at some point needs to be separated, I think.
Yeah, especially if it's like the same wars or the same like political person. I've put together like a lot of lots that way. Oh boy, that's a project. Holy cow.
What's it say?
Is that German?
German again.
I think it's German. It doesn't have a top cover. 1875.
That
And
might
it's
be your
another-
oldest one yet.
Another can't read one. No, our oldest one yet so far was 1850 something.
Oh.
I have a friend that does Gaylords for Amazon FBA, and in one of his Gaylords, he found a 1700 book. That's the oldest book he's found.
What's the oldest book you found, Katie?
An 1846 Bible.
Cool.
This is all German.
How are the pages coming out of that one?
They're coming out and they're really like, and they're also like, what's with the chunk?
It could be mice or bugs.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes mice will bite into it or rip pages because they're making nests.
North and south.
Or you can have bugs.
This looks like they were burrowing.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That could be bookworms though too. Bookworms can go all the way through the pages.
Bookworms are a thing?
Yeah, I mean 100%. It's gross.
Well, there aren't any left, and there's no bodies. That is incredibly old looking.
Yeah. I've seen some books nibbled on by mice. I've seen books that have had bookworms. I've seen a couple different things.
Ooh. What's the cover say?
Oh, that's pretty gold. I love the outside gold pages or when they're marbled. So pretty.
German again. What's the spine? Maybe the spine.
The spine is cool.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So who's your German hookup? Tiger?
And Clara.
Tiger and Clara. Clara
She's
is
been-
here.
Yeah.
Clara found me a long time. This one's 1860.
Okay, hold that still, because Clara's actually, she just, take a look at that, Clara. The Bible.
Yes.
Yeah, New and Old Testaments, I think.
Oh, this is a German Bible?
I think so.
Nice.
So it's actually embossed with the owner.
Foreign language Bibles do well. Even modern ones. I sold like a more modern Japanese Bible.
Who Who's
And
going to
that
want
sold
a
for, like,
German
$60.
Bible that's...
Yeah, Tiger's confirming. And
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Wow. The font is, like,
Oh, wow.
overwhelming.
Is that
scrolling.
Times New Roman?
Yeah. 2. New.
It's way more complicated than that.
Holy writing, Clara says.
That's for the bookworms, right?
Oh.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, from the New and Old
New
Testament,
and Old
Clara says.
Testament.
Yeah.
Man, it was funny. I'm fanning through pages like Katie did. Oh, I found something.
Times Old Roman. Ooh.
I found a
Oh.
piece of
That
Looks like a
fabric or
ribbon.
ribbon?
kinda
Someone
ribbon.
first place, second place.
Ribbon. No, it doesn't have any writing on it. Just a ribbon.
Or it's just long gone by now. I mean, you could, Jenny. You could totally sell a book that a mouse has
Oh yeah.
gotten into. It's gonna be considered damage to the
All right,
book.
that's got to come out because that's a Bible.
all.
That's not supposed to be down there. We got some Agatha Christie paperbacks. More Rudyard. I was like, Rudyard or Rudyard. I said.
Oh,
Oh, poor
Rudyard
Jan.
Kipling. Yeah, I've sold quite a few of his books. Her books. His, her. I don't know if it's male or female.
I think it's a Mr.
Yeah, let's see a
Okay, Jan, we're
copyright.
at 2 hours and 16 minutes, and
I
I'm gonna-
know.
I can smell dinner, so I think I'm gonna bail.
Okay, American
Katie, it was
beginnings
really
in
nice
Europe.
chatting with you.
Thank
I'm gonna-
you. It was nice meeting you and chatting
Yeah.
with you too, for sure.
Okay,
This
cool.
one's all
Ooh, look
kinds
it.
of.
Okay, bye, Jan. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Smart.
Oh, is that how they checked it out back then?
I don't know, or it was a school book.
Huh. Or that's how they
September-
inventoried it, maybe?
Says property of Board of Education, Rochester, New York, school number 30, September 1934. American Beginnings
Interesting.
in New York. Copyright 1925.
Europe Gordy. American beginning in Europe Gordy.
American Beginnings in Europe, Gordy. Ooh, there's a Better Homes and Gardens old diet book. That'll go in a live sale. They love this stuff. Snip, snip. 1955.
God, I feel like that book would just make me cringe.
We got,
Or
The rest of
depressed.
these
One
look-
of the two.
yeah, the rest of these look like 50s or whatever. I can't even believe that I'm saying that with confidence.
That's good though. Growth.
Right? Oh, Money, Money, Eleanor Porter. This one looks like,
Was that leather?
uh-uh.
Oh, it looked leather.
$1918. I was way off. Yep. Confidence is way back down where it should be now.
Aww.
The Lion's Share. That's pretty
That
cool looking.
is gorgeous. By Octave who?
Octave Thanet. Thanet. Like if your tongue was frozen and you were trying to say, hi,
Thanet.
Thanet. Hi, Thanet. This one's all kinds of illustrated. 1907. Yeah, these ones I just have to look up. Let's see, what else we got down here? This is another shelf I haven't gone anywhere near. Technique and Practice of Chiropractic.
Oh,
They
nice.
made a weird cellophane that's fallen apart
To
cover
protect
for
it.
it.
Yep. Ex Libris, fancy.
What do you call those? Book card or something?
Oh, the book plates.
Book plate.
Mm-hmm.
Book plate. 1928 on that. Andersen's Fairy Tales.
Ooh.
Hans Christian Andersen. I've got a whole bunch of Hans Christian Andersen books.
Nice. Have you come across any Grimm's fairy tales or anything like that?
Yep.
Nice. Those are good ones. Those are sought after a lot.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
I did. They're in here somewhere. So then I got all Dr. Lori scared, right? And put them all on their sides. That one looks like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what that one is. And then there's Stoddard Library. Looks like there's a lot of those.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how many there are of those.
So that's definitely got to be a set of some kind.
These ones are piled on there recently. That shelf I just started to, because I've been selling off magazines pretty good and donating magazines. So I'm starting to get actual books on the shelves. Well, super awesome, Miss Katie.
Yeah.
I'm not as scared anymore because you held my hand today.
You're doing good, though.
It can't
man.
be that bad.
You're doing good. It would feel so overwhelming, but you're doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, you know?
Yeah, taking chunks out for sure.
Stoddard me. I forget where the Stoddard was.
Oh, are they telling you books they want?
Yeah. Oh, they always do.
Nice.
And then yes, I know Auntie Christie wants travel books.
Auntie Christie.
There are
That's
10
so
volumes
funny.
and 4 extra ones, a few different. Oh, it's this is the Stoddard Library.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely
Got
looks
it.
to be a set.
Got it. Send
It's
me
funny,
the-
Auntie Christie, my sister's name is Christy, and that's
This
Auntie Christie is what my
sad
daughter calls
that
her.
they put this kind of tape on there.
Oh,
This looks really old. Hurlbut's Story of the Bible. Holy crap. 1934. And there's gold pages and color pictures and stuff. That's got to go with religious
wow,
books.
yeah, for sure.
Stoddard Library. Auntie Christie. All right, Auntie Christie. Send me a price. And we'll ship it. Whew!
Wow.
This is good though. I feel good that I'm tackling books. I feel good that I can actually move around. My eBay name is my store name is Antiques from Karen.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But my username is Shoot for Dreams, and anybody that's on my email list, it was at the bottom of the email. It's also usually in the description of my video, and it's also on the about page on my YouTube. Public service announcement for today: there is no such thing as book tape. But bookworms are real. We learned
Bookworms
that.
are real.
Doug is suggesting Elmer's glue or duct tape.
I would pass on
Yeah,
that.
and remember, primary language around here, Katie, sarcasm.
Oh, that's so funny. Don't you
Tell
dare,
Auntie
Doug.
Christy she needs to come live if she wants the books. No way, man.
Don't you dare, Doug.
Yeah.
Don't.
Looking for pre-World War II travel books on Japan. Now, if you think for 1 minute that I'm going to read all these books so that I can sort them by content, you're on crack. There is not enough time in my life.
Yeah, I guess unless it's like blatantly obvious in the
Yeah.
title.
If you see it in a video, you send me a link to the video with the timestamp
Mhm.
and I can run and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yep, there's my email.
Perfect.
Katie, this was so cool.
was
Seriously, I know you probably feel like you know, maybe not so much, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal for somebody like me that, you know, was scared of everything when you start, and just to have this community bring us to this point where I'm like, Katie Reads is going to hold my hand while I dig through books today for 2 hours. That's like, you
It's
can't
cool.
put a price on that. You
It's
cannot put a price
exciting.
on
I
that.
love watching that. It's exciting seeing everything that you have and what you're going through and what you're tackling, and you know, long haul. This is definitely
Yeah.
a long haul, but yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I definitely.
So there, I'll have to, if you don't mind, if I have a question about,
Oh yeah.
not value, but because I'm gonna learn how to figure this out. But if I like, hey Katie, I think I'm gonna donate all of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes space. Donate. I love Goodwill. I love to
Yeah.
go to Goodwill. The
Me
back
too.
door, the drop off door.
Yes.
I noticed that
Me too.
you do a lot of donations too.
I do mostly like because with my free book pickups and where I get my free inventory from, I get a lot of very outdated textbooks that I can't do anything with. I can't pinch any penny out of them. And so I do donate to Goodwill only because I did talk to the manager there at my Goodwill, and they told me that they would never turn me away because of the volume that I get. And they also told me that books that get donated that they can't do anything with, they do have a recycling program. So, because I told them like I'm not really crazy about it just ending up in a landfill again. Otherwise, I'll
Right.
seek out my own recycling and I'll recycle it myself. So,
Yeah.
and the nice thing is like, you know, getting that tax receipt of a donation and everything like that. If I were
Well,
to have it recycled myself, I wouldn't get that little bonus.
if I have really junk stuff, you know, I usually post it on like the Pay It Forward groups or stuff like that, and literally, you know, for junk journaling or vision boards or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. But it might be, I might go to hell for saying this, but once we get to Pavilion, we have a really big fire pit for the really, I mean, it won't go to a landfill.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
No. And I mean, you know, at
Yes,
least
I
it's not.
did. If anybody is looking for vision board, or you know, if you want to send somebody a scary letter and you want to cut out weird fonts from all kinds of different magazines, $2, I will send you
Nice.
10 magazines, a mixture between National Geographic, Smithsonian, and a whole bunch of like Good Housekeeping, McCall's, and stuff like that from the 90s and 2000s.
Nice. Very nice.
So if you want to be a super creepy, leaving clue serial killer.
Creepy Valentines. It's the season.
Oh my God,
Make
yes!
Creepy Valentines.
That
There
is
you
a
go.
much better sales pitch, Katie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
If you want to send creepy Valentines.
Mhm.
Oh wait, maybe I should leave creepy out. Yeah.
Or maybe that's your thing. I don't know. We're not promoting stalking, but
Wow, funny you should mention. I have a sudden need.
nice.
Oi. Yeah, and watch for fingerprints, guys.
Yeah, yep.
You mean kidnap area and write a letter for ransom? Yep, that too. Please take my cat, Barb.
Oh, I thought it wasn't your cat.
It isn't my cat. I have to keep saying that, or then, I wonder what his litter box looks like right now. Babes.
Oh,
Not my
snap.
cat. Yeah, we did do zombie dolls. Lulu, did you see the video of Liz opening up the zombie dolls? She's the cutest thing. Crescent Moon Collectibles. It's Elizabeth Mackey's channel, and she's opened up the dolls, and she just loves them. And I didn't even realize I wasn't paying attention when Babes was packing it, but he like individually wrapped every leg and arm and everything else. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, she's
Yeah, it's
annoying.
funny.
Missed that.
Roses are
You
red,
learned
violets are blue. I learned book crafts because I'm stalking you. Nice.
Nice.
So, thanks again, Kate. When did your baby do?
April 30th.
April 30th. And do we know if it's a boy or a girl? I saw a gender reveal video, but I did not watch it.
Yes, it's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Do you have a name yet?
Yeah, we like the name Brendel, so we're gonna go with that for now.
Brendel?
Brendel.
Brendel.
B-R-E-N.
Nice.
Yep. So
Very
we'll
nice.
see how that goes.
There's my cat. My not cat.
I can hear you.
All right, guys. We'll catch you later. My battery's going. This is your last opportunity to say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you Wednesday night.